Hi, this is Michael from Barista Next Door, and today I want to show you how preheating a group head on the Pavoni Europiccola can influence the brewing temperature of your espresso. So recently I've seen a few comments on the internet from people who had difficulties pulling espresso at the first espresso shot, and that the first espresso shot was a bit cold or wasn't very tasty at all, and I've experienced a similar thing. And as a result of that, I started to track the temperature of the water that I was brewing the espresso with. And now I'll show you how this is working out on the Pavoni, and let's start by heating it up. Alright, the Europiccola has just finished heating now, and we pull our first shot of water to see what temperature it will be. So the first shot of water comes out at a temperature about 30 degrees, a bit more than 30 degrees, and now we just pour a second shot. The water of the second shot already comes out at about 50 degrees, which obviously is a lot warmer, but still not the 92 degrees that the Pavoni Europiccola is set to. So now we just pull another shot. Yeah, as I said, my Pavoni is set to 92 degrees boiling temperature, so once the boiler is finished, the water within the boiler is 92 degrees hot. Now our third shot already is at 60 degrees water temperature, so the water that would be hitting the espresso now would be at 60 degrees. We'll be pulling another shot to see whether it's still increasing. Now fourth shot already goes up to 70 degrees Celsius. So this shot would be brewing at 70 degrees Celsius, but still it's not 92 degrees as it is in the boiler. Now let's see how shot number 5 is looking like. The fifth shot is ranging somewhere between 70 and 80 degrees, and it's nearly there. Shot number 6 finally reaches 80 degrees brewing temperature, so remember, this would be the temperature of the water that is hitting the espresso in the group head. So as we've seen, the first shot of water that we've pulled just right after the La Pavoni has finished boiling the water was only about 30 degrees. The reason for that is quite simple actually. The thermostat sits somewhere near to the boiler or in the boiler and just measures the water temperature that the water has in the boiler. So once the water reaches 92 degrees, it turns the boiler off and signals that the machine is ready. However, there are a lot of parts in between there and the actual espresso cup. So there's the piston and all those parts in between the piston and the boiler, and of course the group head, that are not heated up yet. When we pull our first shot of water, then the water is going through all these parts and they're cooling the water down again, which results in the water being only 30 degrees once it is in the cup. This means that if we want to pull nice espresso shots that are pulled at the right brewing temperature, we have to preheat the piston and the group head just so we can ensure that we are brewing at the right brewing temperature. As you've seen, we can achieve that by just pulling a few shots of blank water to preheat those parts. And every time you pull a shot of water, this will increase the temperature of the water at about 10 degrees. And alternatively, of course, you can also just sit around and wait for the heat to come through the boiler and then heat those parts just while it's sitting there. But that will take a long time. So I hope you've learned a few things from this and now know how the brewing temperature of the La Pavoni Europiccola is changing with every single shot that you're pulling. That's all from me today, and as always, I'll see you soon.